Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and I had a phone interview with Hillary Clinton, and take a listen to the interview.
Everyone who has been affected directly by this terrible event, everyone who lost loved ones, the families, people still fighting for their lives, and of course to the first responders. I think you've got to look at this as the complex challenge it is. Now, that may not be something that Donald Trump wants to talk about, but we are absolutely up to going after lone wolves, working with our allies to dismantle the global networks that fuel this kind of radicalization. And I intend to set up a team, a dedicated team that is exclusively focused on detecting and preventing lone wolf attacks. Now, that will mean providing more resources, making sure to integrate all information between law enforcement agencies, strengthening our communication, and working even closer with tech companies to prevent online radicalization. So while we are taking the fight to ISIS in Syria and Iraq, where we are determined to defeat them, we've got to really double down on our efforts here in this country. And that means, also getting the Congress to do something on common sense gun safety measures, because that's not a separate issue. It is totally part of what... obvious in hindsight, so I'm not going to rush to judgment on the decisions that are made by career law enforcement professionals who get up every day to defend our nation. We have to wait to see what the investigation shows us. But look, if there are things we can and should do, we must. And in this particular case, he was interviewed more than once because of reports about what he was saying, and yet he had absolutely no trouble walking in and buying the assault weapon, the military-style weapon that he bought, and the ammunition that he bought. And we've got to work together, federal, state, and local government, to get better information into databases that can be used to try to prevent people who pose any kind of threat, whether it's because of mental health, domestic abuse, or, in fact, terrorism, from having easy access to these weapons. Absolutely wrong in what he is claiming. I have said very clearly that we are going to be very careful in vetting any refugee from anywhere who is coming to this country. I believe we can protect Americans and do that. I would make sure every individual goes through the most thorough screening process, background checks done by the Department of Homeland Security.
Okay, and that was my interview with Hillary Clinton on the phone. I hope you enjoyed.